stone vet. I hit the ground running when I'm invading your country. Instill with honor and discipline. Throw my guns like onyx, dressed in camo with ammo.
What's up, guys? Sergeant G here from the Stone Vet USMC. Happy hump day. Super excited to be here with you guys on this hump day, man. Hopefully your week has been going good. For me, I had to go sit in class 2 days this week, dude. Like, it's my telework days, and they told me I got to go sit in class for 2 days this week. And I'm like, damn, dude, this sucks. So I couldn't be at home bullshitting with the wife and kids and stuff like that. It's part of the job, though, right? It's work. Got to go in, got to go do this. And I sat in class for 2 days, dude, and it sucked. But whatever, it is what it is. I had to create a PowerPoint presentation to give a briefing, right? It's called effective briefing. They wanted to help train us on how to brief these commanders and these generals that we have to brief on some of us on a regular basis. Some of us, they don't even, people are in the class like, I just fill in a quota. And that's what I was doing, just filling a quota, you know? Oh, I want to thank you guys for being here with me on this hump day, guys. Like I said, you see that, right? You see that beautiful thing? Winner, right? Veteran Podcast Awards winner, Top Marine Corps podcast. I couldn't have done it without you guys, dude. If it wasn't for you guys, there's no way that I could be the #1 Marine Corps podcast, the top Marine Corps podcast in the entire world, dude. I got some Marines that are like, man, I never heard of that. I never heard of that. It's a legit thing. Go ask Shane over at Broken Jarhead. He'll tell you straight up, dude. He's like, yeah, it's a real holiday. October 5th, Veteran Podcast Awards, man. Go check that out. That's coming up here soon, here real quick. Before you know, it's going to be October, dude, already. It'll be October, and you'll be like, damn, I got to vote again, you know? Coming in like July, I think, is when people start voting again, man. I've been also want to give a shout out to PALOOZA, dude. PALOOZA is going to be the largest cannabis event in Oklahoma. Hands down. It's PALOOZA 4. This is the 4th time they're running this event, dude. They have an amazing schedule for the next 2 days, April 23rd and 24th, dude. Amazing 2 days. They're going to have artists, like singers, rappers. I think I saw Trina on the schedule to come out and sing. It's going to be an amazing event, guys. If you are in the Oklahoma area, go check out PALOOZA, dude. They told me that I was nominated for the Live Podcast Awards. So I went and checked it out. I was like, what is this? I don't know what this is. I said, okay. There's 4 people I'm competing against. Like I said, I can't do it without you. So in my description on my YouTube channel, or if you listen on Spotify or however you listen to this episode, I'm going to have a hyperlink for you to click on and take you straight there. If it doesn't pull this logo up, this cool-ass logo right here, you see that? If it don't pull up that cool-ass logo, there's a little white bar that says all categories. You click that and you scroll down. That's where it says live podcast. You get 1 free vote a day. But go and, dude, it's the 5th. When you watch this, it's going to be the 6th. When you watch this, it'll be the 6th when you watch this. $20, dude. That's all I ask, is that you buy $20 worth of votes. And don't feel ashamed about buying votes. I'm going to buy some votes. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to buy some votes. But go and buy the votes, because the money that you donate to it goes to an amazing nonprofit organization called It Stops Here. It Stops Here is a nonprofit that helps children whose parents have been incarcerated due to cannabis convictions. If you guys live in states, if you guys are listening to this, depending on what country you're in or what state you're in and you're listening to the show, I really do appreciate it, like I said. But if in your state cannabis is illegal, you guys already know the trouble you can get into for having a dime bag in your pocket, right? Those parents that are incarcerated because of a dime sack, they'll spend years in jail, right? And so their children suffer. Their children are suffering. You know, they got to go live with grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, whoever, right? And so what the nonprofit does, it helps fund the child. It helps pay electric bills, grocery bills. If it's the holidays, it helps them get gifts, Thanksgiving dinners. They help tremendously. That's what the nonprofit is for. So don't be afraid to go and spend 20, 30, 40 bucks on some votes to help me win another award. It's a cool-ass award. I saw it. She showed pictures of it. I wish I could. I was going to take it and just have it. It's like crystal, and it lights up. It's a super cool award, dude. So go check it out, dude. Don't be afraid, dude. I'm going to buy some votes. Go buy some votes. Let me win this award. Help me bring this award home so you guys can see it up here on the YouTube channel, right? You know, huge shout out to my sponsor, Rafa 180. Rafa 180 provides the best medicinal grade CBD, hands down, like I tell you guys every episode, right? If you go to Romeo Alpha Papa Hotel Alpha 180.com, the first thing is going to pop up, time for sleep, right? You know, and I know we suck at getting sleep. Well, we averaging 2 to 4 hours of sleep a night, right? And it sucks. So why not make sure that you get the best 2 to 4 hours of sleep, right? Why, if that's all you're going to get, why not make it the best, right? Go to rafa180.com, click that banner, Time for Sleep. It's going to show two amazing products, right? You got a tincture and you got a pill. Some people have stomach issues, so they can't take the oil because the oil irritates their stomach, right? So that's why we have a pill format to help you get the rest you need as well. What's amazing about the pill is that it was actually created by an Army veteran who served in Iraq. He sucked at getting sleep, and so he provided these radio frequency bioavailability minerals that help turn that mind off. It's not a sleep aid like Ambien. It just helps turn that brain off so you're not thinking about all the crap you got to do, so you can actually get the rest you need. I take it every night. I do. I have to. Like I said, I suck at getting sleep. So go over to rafa180.com. That's Romeo Alpha Papa Hotel Alpha 180.com and get 15% off when you check out with the Stone Vet USMC. Spend $85 or more and you get free priority shipping to your front door, dude. 2 to 3 days of things on your front door waiting for you. That's better than some Amazon products, dude. Seriously, dude. So go check that out, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today on this Wednesday. You can see all the logos, right? Trash Talk, right? It's a Wednesday Trash Talk hour, right? Marine Corps, top Marine Corps. You got my logo up here, man. Like I've said, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button, dude. That's the only way this content's going to get out there. My goal is to be bigger than Joe Rogan. And I can't do that unless you guys are sharing this content and the right people are watching it and sharing the content, right? What makes it different that from me than Joe Rogan? I can relate to you, dude. I don't have millions of dollars. I don't eat at freaking 5-star restaurants, staying in 5-star hotels, driving freaking Bugattis and Lamborghinis, dude. I can relate to you guys. I work and I break my back just like you guys do on a weekly basis, man. So share the content, dude. Get this content out there, right? Let's see how many people we can bring into our crazy ass little community, man. So this week, dude, it's like I said, it's been crazy. I was supposed to be teleworking, right? This week is my week to telework. I could actually go back to work on Hump Day, Wednesday. When you watch this episode, I'm actually back in the office, which sucks. I hate it, but I gotta do my time, right? Week on, week off, week on, week off, and now they're trying to talk, right? They're talking about. Last week they tried to say, no, we're gonna go to 1 day a week. You can only telework 1 day a week, and I was like, damn, dude, that sucks, dude. Like, I don't like being here as it is, you know. And then the union came out and they said, nope, keep them at 50% until we hear back from headquarters Air Force and see what they say, right? And I was like, oh, wow, the union's actually working for us, you know? And the crazy part is the director, the vice director, the civilian that works up there with the 2-star general, he's the guy that always hated letting us telework. And he's not doing too well now. They said he had a stroke a couple weeks ago. Now, he's doing better now, but he ain't coming back to work for a while. Like, he had a stroke. They said he's going to at-home rehabilitation. He's actually leaving the hospital now and going to at-home rehabilitation. I was like, well, prayers, brother, but I wouldn't be coming back to work. If I had a stroke, that just lets me know how stressful your job is sitting up there. I mean, it sucks, dude. Bet you were smoking a blunt every day, you'd be all right, though. I don't know, man. You guys saw the amazing news that happened last Friday, right? The House passed the MORE Act. Now we're waiting on Senate. This past Monday, guess what the House passed by a landslide, dude? Medical research on cannabis. So it's going to take it. It should take it out of the Schedule 1 to help the researchers be able to figure out how this is really medicine. I was shocked, dude. Like, I was like, oh, wow, I didn't even know they were working on that. So they went and legalized it in the House. It was like 373 to something. Like, the numbers were astronomical. I was like, oh, wow, they passed it way higher than they did for the legalization of the MORE Act. I mean, the MORE Act was 224 to 204. And I was like, damn, that barely passed, but it passed, right? And now we're waiting on the Senate. So from what they're saying within the next 18 days, as of Monday, it was 18 days, I believe, that they're going to present this, right? They're going to present this before Senate. But then there's some articles that are saying sometime this spring. And so I don't know. I will keep an eye on it. I will definitely be keeping an eye on it because I'm fighting for this. I am wanting to ensure that these guys understand the importance of federal legalization. I mean, how else are we going to get medical research done on it if it's still classified as a Schedule 1 drug, man? If you guys have checked out Dr. Sue Sisley, I want to bring her on the show and talk about it. She was working with the University of Arizona for some time, and she sent the paperwork in to have a research conduct on it. She's a doctor. And they told her no, she couldn't because it's a Schedule 1 drug, which is federally illegal. You can't do it, right? They have it classified with heroin and crack cocaine, dude. They say it's worse than both of them. And I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me, man. It's freaking medicine. 37 states have cannabis legalized regardless of its medicinal or adult use. That's got to tell you something, right? And there's a lot of big companies coming into play in the states. They say here in Oklahoma, there's some big names buying up a lot of land here in Oklahoma right now, waiting for the federal legalization. That's got to tell you something, dude. Pfizer, the guys who created the COVID-19 vaccine, they just dropped like $7 billion on a cannabis company here in New York, I believe it was. That's got to tell you guys something, right? So that's one of the things, dude. That's one of the things I keep advocating for and keep talking about is, dude, we have got to come together, right? There are some states right now I'm in a competition with some sergeants that I served with in the Marine Corps. We're in a weight loss competition trying to lose some weight, right? Me, it sucks because I'm not losing any weight. I'm maintaining my weight, but my muscle mass is going up and my body fat is going down, which is great, but I'm not losing any weight, you know? And I got these other jarheads that I served with in Hawaii and stuff, great guys. I got one guy, he's in Nebraska. He's like, dude, I got to go to Colorado and get some more cannabis. I'm like, are you kidding me? You still don't have it legalized in your state yet? And he's like, not yet. And I was like, gosh, damn, dude. How are you not one of the 37, you know? And this is one of the things I keep telling you guys about. This is what I preach about every Thursday on my lives on Thursdays. What I try to preach to you guys about is that why can we not have medical freedom? Why is it that we're fighting for this, that we don't stand up and fight for medical freedom, dude? Why is it that we have to ensure that all this gets on a ballot so it becomes legal, right? A lot of people are hearing us, right? Like I said, 37 states have it legal. Mississippi was the last state to legalize it. But there's a lot more states that are planning to do this. Who was it? Not Iowa. Was it Illinois? No, Indiana. It was Indiana. Indiana tried to put it on a ballot, and they said no. They said not till federal legalization happens. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's the problem. People aren't understanding about this federal legalization bill that's going on. A lot of people aren't understanding. If it becomes federally legal, it's still dependent on the state. The state has full control of cannabis, right? The government says we're going to want our 5% is what they're asking now. 5% right now, and then in 5 years, 8% is what they're asking for. But everybody wants their hand in the pot, right? Everybody wants to make money off of this because this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Cannabis is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and if you're doing it right, you're going to make your money out of it, right? Don't become like some of these dispensaries or some of these grows. Like here in Oklahoma, dude, we got like 9,500 grows and like 2,500 dispensaries. And a lot of them have shut down. Why? Because they're like, I'm not making any money. I had a buddy of mine, Giddy Up. If you watched Emotech Labs, he had a dispensary here. He had 2 of them. He closed both of them down. He sold one of them. He's like, dude, I can't make it selling a gram a day. If I sell 5 grams a day at freaking $3 a pop, $5 a pop, it's like $25, dude. How the hell am I supposed to keep the lights on? And I was like, no, you're absolutely right, dude. You have to be selling ounces at a time, dude. And even now, dude, right down the street, these guys are selling ounces, $30 out the door an ounce. And it's decent weed, dude. I think it's top shelf. I think some people were saying it was top shelf. Top shelf here, 20, 30% THC level. I don't, like I said, I don't care for the THC level like that, right? But, I mean, $30 out the door, dude. You know how many of those ounces you got to sell just to freaking keep the lights on? Let alone the water running so you can use the toilet and wash your hands. Let alone the internet that you need while you're in the office to send out emails and everything like that, dude. I mean, $30 at the door is not. And then, like I said, a brother of mine in Nebraska, dude, he said in Colorado it's $100 an ounce, and I was like, ugh, it's expensive, dude. I said I spent that on psilocybin, dude. $150 for an ounce of psilocybin. Man, I tell you what, dude. I've got this psilocybin. I got a brother of mine, Trey from Bloom Cannabis. If you guys have seen him, man, This guy's shrooms are insane, dude. I had like a breakthrough recently. Like I went through and I had a huge, like it tore me down. But this is one of the biggest things of what I'm fighting for here in Oklahoma right now is getting psilocybin on the research bill. The ballot will be coming out here. I think in this summer is when the ballot's supposed to be coming out. That they're saying, and all the ballot is just to help fight for medical research. That's all it is. It's a medical research ballot, and they're gonna have veterans use it in the program to figure out how does it work, how does it help. And let me tell you what, guys. I always wanted to try psilocybin. Everybody told me the great trips and all kinds of stuff like that. And so, like I said, I took 2 weeks off. I didn't use it for 2 weeks, and I consumed some last Friday. I do it on Friday because I tend to sleep in a little bit later the next day because it lasts for hours. And it was a breakthrough, dude. I had tears. I was crying, confessing, and all kinds of stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff built up like a lot of us do. A lot of stuff built up talking about our relationships with our spouses, our girlfriends, our boyfriends, our kids, and stuff like that. And we all do. We all have issues, right? That's one of the biggest things we suffer from is emotional distress after serving our country, is that we get that emotional distress and it sucks. And so one of the things, I had like a breakthrough, but I ate like 5.2 grams of these shrooms, and I was like, that was way too much. I said, I want to do it to where I can just sit back and relax and just enjoy the trip, right? And I was like, that's way too much. It's going to be a while till I consume some psilocybin again. But this research project, that's one of the purposes of this research project, though, is to actually study the mind and how it works and what it does, right? I don't know how many of y'all have ever tried psilocybin, but it's been, some people who have tried it will tell you, dude, it's life altering. Like it changes your life. It changes your outlook on what's going on, right? And that's one of the biggest things you guys know that I advocate for is plant-based medicine. Plant-based medicine has been around for thousands of years. And for people to tell me I can't use it, the government says you can't use plant-based medicine. You have to use the pills that the VA gives you, the pharmaceuticals the VA gives you. I'm like, my goodness, are you kidding me? Seriously? There's sometimes, don't get me wrong, there's sometimes I was like, man, I wish I could be a zombie right now, dude. Like, I don't want to mess with anything. I don't want to deal with anything. I don't want nothing, right? And so, but and it sucks, dude, because life's hard, right? We all know how hard life can be. Whether it's pay, where we're gonna get our next meal, just everything. Life builds up. It sucks, dude. It sucks trying to figure it out, right? But that's why we're supposed to support each other and be here for each other, right? A lot of you guys know my community. If you guys aren't part of it already, come on over, dude. I have a massive community that will help you in any way, anything that you need. They're here to help. Hands down, they love to help people, and I love it. I love my community because they're super, super helpful in allowing us to help each other out, right? Because my community's grown so big. I'm part of Vet Codes, helping Vet Codes. They're growing with what they're doing. They're doing amazing things over there. Giving you seeds so you can grow your own medicine. Heck, they're giving you seeds just so you can grow your own fruits and vegetables, dude. That's insane. Have you ever grown your own fruits and vegetables? Do you not know the difference, the way it tastes? It tastes so much better than going to the store and buying it. Hands down, man. Like it's super amazing, dude. But that's one of the biggest things we're fighting for here in Oklahoma, right? So hopefully, I'm thinking in June it's supposed to be on the ballot. I'm not sure yet. I still got to figure that out. But what we're supposed to be doing is going to the Capitol. If you live in a state and you don't have cannabis legalized yet, what is it going to take for it to be on a ballot so that people can vote in your state for it? How do you even know how many veterans are in your state that are for cannabis? How many people are consuming it illegally because the state is not allowing it to be there? You'd be shocked, dude. You would be shocked to know how many people are in your state, man. I got a brother. If you're in South Carolina, man, go check out South Carolina. They got a cannabis page up in South Carolina right now. I've been looking at it, and I was like, dang, dude, ain't nobody coming over to be a part of this? Like, what is going on, But, I know there's veterans in South Carolina. There's a ton of veterans, right? That's one of the biggest things, right, is to become an activist. Why do you see something and you're not saying anything about it? What does it take to get on a bill? What does it take to create a bill in your state? Every state's different. If you watch my episode with Uncle Grumpy, dude, he'll tell you. He said in Oklahoma is a certain way to get something put on a bill. to get put on the ballot. Do you guys know what it takes to get something put on your ballot in your state for somebody to vote on it? That's one of the biggest things that I'm challenging you guys with, is to understand, what does it take to get cannabis put on a bill in our state, right? Just because Colorado did it, Oregon's done it, Washington, California, they did it. Somebody figured it out. Somebody spoke up and said this needs to be put on a ballot. I mean, how long has cannabis been legal in California? How long has it been legal in Colorado, right? Hell, it was just 2018 when we legalized it here in Oklahoma. It hasn't been that long, but it's legalized here, you know? And that's one of the biggest things, is that we have to ensure that our U.S. Senate in our state vote yes, because they said they need 60 votes and 10 of them need to come from Republicans. And so I'm challenging you guys to get to your capital and talk to your U.S. senators in your capital. Take two, you and one other person, and say, hey, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about the importance of this federal legalization of cannabis. I want to talk to you about the importance of it and why I need you to vote yes for federal legalization. Because me as a veteran, this is what helps me. I understand it's illegal in my state, but I can tell you how it helps me live day to day, how it's helping me on a daily basis to ensure that I can function and go to work every day and not have to worry about taking Loratabs or any other painkillers or sleep aids to make it through the day. So get up and go. There's many veterans that have the same beliefs that you have. These senators will listen to you. Like I said, I went to the Capitol with Trey and Jose Cinco. I went to the Capitol with them and we spoke to senators. We didn't get a chance to talk to the U.S. Senate, but that's my next goal, right? When they allow me to go back to telework next week, that's going to be my goal, is to get with Jose and Trey and get up to the Capitol. Not only just to talk about the psilocybin research bill, but to also talk about this federal legalization bill, talking with U.S. senators about this legalization bill to ensure that they have an understanding of the importance of their yes vote. Because if they don't vote yes, then I'll let them know that I will be reaching out to the veterans in my state and to let them know that they will not be voting for them again, and influence them and tell them, look, dude, you are not here to help us. As a veteran, we have to help ourselves. Nobody's going to help us. You guys already seen how amazing the VA is. You already saw what kind of crap they do, right? If you watch my episode with Brian Talley, he had to create a bill to stop medical malpractice in the VA and to hold them liable. Because guess what? They weren't held liable for any medical malpractice. But he beat that. So we had to stand up and we had to take care of each other. If you need help, if you're in a state and you need help, reach out to me. I've got a ton of veterans all over this country that will be more than happy to walk with you to the Capitol to ensure that your U.S. Senates understand the importance of their yes vote for the federal legalization of cannabis in this country, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this hump day, guys. Stand up, speak up. Right? We all hate speaking up. At least the majority of us do. Some of us will actually speak our mind and say what's on our mind. But get up, start speaking up, right? This is coming down the pike. The U.S. Senate has to vote yes. They need 10 Republican votes. And we have to ensure there's 50 states. The Democrats are going to vote to legalize this, but they still need 10 Republicans to vote yes on this bill. If we can get to the Capitol and influence our senators, then they can talk to their buddies that are holding Senate seats on the Republican side and let them know the importance of federally legalizing cannabis in our country, man. Thanks for hanging out with me on this hump day, man. Like I said, don't forget to go over to Chronic Palooza and vote for this crazy-ass jarhead. Let's bring home another award. Let's tell them why we are the best. Why is this the best podcast out there right now? Let's do it. Get out there and vote. Go check out rafa180.com. Ensure you get some of the best medicinal grade CBD. You got any questions, dude, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you to ensure that you get on the proper dosage of CBD, man. Thank you, Trash Talk, for allowing me to do this every Wednesday for you guys, man. Remember, guys, you are super important. There's nobody in this world that can do what you can do. Don't be another statistic, dude. Don't let them check you off their checklist, the VA's notorious checklist for how many veterans taking their life for the day, man. You are very important. Nobody in this entire world can do what you can do, man. You are needed here. If you ever feel like you don't have a purpose or you don't know why you're still here, hit me up. I'll show you why you're still here. I need your help for fighting this, for breaking the stigma on plant-based medicine, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this freaking hump day, dude. Go enjoy the rest of your week. Don't forget to catch my episode this Friday with Rico and Robert from Weed for Warrior Projects. It's going to be a great episode, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me, man. Remember, guys, here at the Stone Vet, we got your six.
They got us marching and stepping by my platoon, you get trampled. If it ain't raining, we ain't training. Nothing changed by complaining. I adapt and overcome. I make the best out of situations. I stay alert for my enemies trying to do me some harm. I fight for your freedom of speech and your right to bear arms. When I say I got your